World's biggest fish farms revealed. Farmed fish now accounts for roughly half of all fish consumed globally. When you consider that only a few decades ago, almost all of the fish we ate came from the wild, this is an incredible statistic. However, as the global population has grown, so has demand for fish, and wild fish stocks have struggled to keep up. The fish farming industry has exploded as a result, with massive commercial operations now operating all over the world. In today's video, look at some of the world's largest fish farms to see how important this rapidly growing industry has become. So, before we begin, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Fish farming, also known as pisciculture, is the commercial raising of fish in tanks or enclosed pools, usually for food. It is the most common type of aquaculture, though other methods may be classified as mariculture. A fish hatchery is a facility that releases juvenile fish into the wild for recreational fishing or stock enhancement. Carp, salmon, tilapia, and catfish are the most important fish species used in fish farming around the world. What does the future hold for these large fish farms? The world's fish stocks are under unprecedented strain, as a growing global population and shifting dietary preferences place ever-increasing demands on the sector. As a result, fish farming, also known as aquaculture, is becoming an increasingly important part of the equation for meeting the world's future seafood needs. There are several types of fish farms, but the two most common are freshwater and marine farms. Freshwater farms are typically found in ponds or lakes, whereas marine farms are typically found along coastlines and use the sea as their natural habitat. Fish farming is a complex and technical business that necessitates a high level of knowledge and experience. It is also a constantly evolving industry, with new technologies and methods being developed to improve efficiency and productivity. In 2022, the following are the most well-known fish farms. 1. Aqua Farms Group. This Taiwanese company operates the world's largest fish farm, with operations in Taiwan, China, Indonesia, and Vietnam. Aqua Farms Group produces more than 1 million tons of fish every year. 2. Marine Harvest. Marine Harvest is a Norwegian company that is a global leader in the salmon aquaculture industry. Norway, Chile, Canada, Scotland, the Faroe Islands, and Poland are among the countries where the company operates. Every year, Marine Harvest produces approximately 600,000 tons of salmon. 3. Cermaq. Cermaq is another Norwegian company that is a world leader in salmon farming. The company operates in Norway, Chile, and Canada, producing approximately 400,000 tons of salmon per year. 4. Tassal. Tassal is a company based in Australia that is one of the largest producers of Atlantic salmon in the Southern Hemisphere. The company has farm sites in Australia's Tasmania and Victoria, as well as New Zealand. Tassal produces approximately 80,000 tons of salmon each year. If you want to start an agricultural business, you are in for a treat because you have a plethora of options. Fish farming, also known as aquaculture, has recently become one of the most profitable and simple agricultural businesses. Do you have reservations about embarking on this type of venture? Then we're delighted to tell you that we compiled 4 reasons why fish farming is an excellent investment. Everyone has an endless food supply. When you invest in a fish farming business, not only will your partners benefit from your fish stocks, but so will your family. This means that a fish farm is a great food source that benefits both parties. Having your own fish farm allows you to get fish without having to go to the market. Just make sure you manage it properly so you don't end up cooking them all instead of selling them to your buyers. Though this should not be a problem because fish can reproduce quickly if taken care properly. This includes keeping their environment clean and providing them with the nutrition they require. The better the condition of the fish, the more likely it will sell to your partners. Nothing beats being referred to as a reliable fish supplier by your customers, right? A blooming opportunity worth exploring. In recent years, consumer demand for fish sources has skyrocketed, You will never run out of consumers for fish farming, whether it is restaurants, supermarkets, or even households. This is the reason why it is the best time to get started in this lucrative business. You may be wondering where you can build your fish farm. Don't worry. A fish farm can be built almost anywhere, especially near an ocean or river. But what about those who do not? You can now install mobile offshore fish farms right in the middle of your yard, thanks to advances in technology. So there's no reason you can't invest in a fish farm just because you lack the necessary resources. Even your backyard pool can be transformed into a fish farm. Just make sure that the pool is no longer used for swimming and is only used for fish farming. Greater potential for growth. When you become a well-known supplier of fish due to your aquaculture farm, there is a good chance that international customers will seek you out. This is due to the fact that some international consumers will seek out overseas suppliers rather than local ones. Several factors contribute to why some customers prefer this method. For example, perhaps their local supplier has low-quality fish, so they opted for imported ones instead. So if you start getting calls from potential international clients, don't be afraid to go for it. You're in for a treat as long as you're confident in the quality of your farm-grown fish. Lowers your carbon footprint. The best part about having a fish farm is that it has no negative impact on the environment. There is no need for machines or equipment that can pollute the environment. An environmentally friendly fish farm pontoon can even do all of the work for you. The best part is that you can design and build your fish farm with pontoons in a variety of ways. To avoid trouble, make sure you're doing this in a suitable fish farming area. What's the best part? Building a fish farm can also help to reduce pollution in the environment. It also ensures that your farmed fish grow healthy because you have tended to them in a more secure environment. In comparison to wild fish, this must deal with ocean trash and other man-made pollutants on a daily basis. So, this was all related to fish farming. I hope you enjoyed our video. If you did, then give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you do not subscribe, then you will turn into a funny-looking fish like Sykes from the Shark Tale animated movie. So you'd better subscribe. Until then, we'll see you in the next video.